So at the start of the season, we did a video looking at the championship, and I haven't got your. I've got the bookies odds, but I've got my picks.
Just yours.
I've got the bookies odds at the start of the season, which was it was. Let's start at the bottom then. It was Rotherham, Bolton, Ipswich were the three that were supposedly going to go down. I'm sorry, Theo. I had QPR, Bolton and Rotherham going down at the start of the season.
Yeah, he did.
I had them, yeah.
I had them going down as well.
Yeah.
Because that was before you made all the... Okay, we'll go on to that later.
Yeah.
We were amazed when he said that.
Loan signings were so good.
Yeah.
Well,
it was the two forwards, wasn't
it? But it wasn't.
No, but it was also Angel Rangel.
Angel Rangel's been huge for us. Yeah, very good knowledge, Theo. Well done. So yeah, that's what we had at the bottom. I had Hull City in fourth bottom, and they were on their arse.
They were terrible.
They're now on 40 points. They are 8th in the championship. They are absolutely
aren't that good. I don't think they're that good.
They're not that good. Jared Bowen is
quality.
Class.
And also Grosicki. He's a quality player.
Isn't Bowen supposed to be, well, actually, whether he leaves this window, but I know Spurs were...
Leeds were interested as well.
Really?
But they won't happen because they're going to sign Daniel James from Swansea, the winger. Is that right?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if you saw, but it was on Bielsa's laptop. Daniel James's highlights.
What, in part of the post-match...
in that surprise,
press conference.
Yeah, press conference. Yeah.
So down the bottom then. So I'll go through my picks and kind of where I've been surprised and where I haven't. I guess I think generally I haven't been too bad. I think
QPR was literally the biggest shock.
Yeah, my own team.
You're shocked at that.
My own team, I couldn't have got more wrong. Otherwise, Hull City I think I've also got very wrong. Wigan have been surprisingly.
They spanked us 3-0 this season.
They did.
Wigan at home.
Yeah, but Wigan recently been crap
as well.
Yeah, they were right.
Apart from that game, they've been so bad.
Yeah, their form's not great.
I think Nick Powell.
Apart from that Aston Villa game,
does it for them. I think he'll go in the summer. I think he's better than Wigan.
Who?
Nick Powell.
Yeah, he was linked with someone. He was definitely linked with someone.
Yeah, he was.
I can't remember who it was.
I think there's a vague
thing with Stoke. Huddersfield or something.
I don't know,
but yeah. So down the bottom, I think I'm gonna. I think Bolton will want. I think Bolton are gonna struggle, mate. I think I'm gonna stick with the two that I've got there at the bottom, and it's not gonna be. Well, looks like it's not gonna be QPR all being well. We only need 12 points to stay up now.
You'd be
so
fine.
I'll be buzzing with. Big thing for us was it was those four guys. But it's really down to McLaren actually. The way he tweaked the team, he's changed it. He really did change it. Narky Wells actually probably is one of the most important signings for us.
I wish we've been linked with him for a couple of years.
He's such.
He can't afford his wages.
Yeah, he's a mid-table championship striker, but he can do everything like pretty damn well.
Yeah.
But he's not amazing at anything. But he's been brilliant for us.
Yeah.
So the third team that I'm going to put down there now, well, it's got to be Ipswich.
I think
James Collins.
I think I had Ipswich, Reading, and Rotherham, which is probably not too far off what it's actually going to
be. Which three do you think will go down there?
I think Ipswich will be bottom. Like I said, I think Bolton.
They're the worst team I've seen. Ipswich.
Oh yeah. They're playing a few of their youth players. Good idea because they don't feel the pressure.
Yeah. Will Lambert stay? Do you reckon? If he come into
just got there.
But I mean,
I reckon he'll stay in League One.
I thought he'd do more than what he's done.
I think he'll be good in League One next year.
I think Lambert's got quite a good CV.
But he's going that way all the time,
isn't he? He's like, if I go, who's the new gaffer? Paul Lambert.
Has he got a good CV?
Not really, not anymore.
He's been around.
Every year that goes.
He did very well at Norwich. He kept Villa up. Did better than any of the other Villa managers.
Early doors.
Yeah.
He hasn't done much the last few years, and he seems to get sacked most places.
Yeah. But they send Will Keane. You ever had Will Keane on loan? Everyone's had Will Keane on loan.
No, we
had not Bolton.
He was at Man United. He's been on loan at every football club in the world. So he's gone there. He scored a goal, and it was his fourth goal since 2015, and each one was for a different club.
Nice. That's a good stat, that.
Thank you. What three have you got going on, Craigie?
I didn't do the original podcast with you guys, but I mean, Ipswich given. I've seen Bolton at Christmas when Stoke played them, and we were shocking. But I didn't see much from you guys, and I'm going to have to agree. I think they're going to struggle, if I'm honest. And I also saw us play against Reading away. Reading again. We were shit, but Reading.
Reading are crap. I'm telling you.
Reading are poor. I think Reading will stick down there as well.
So sorry, what were your three?
Yeah, so I'm saying.
I think the three.
Ipswich. I'm going to say Ipswich then Reading. Sorry, Reading fans. They'll hate me for saying that. I think they're changing too much. Anyway, this is tough to say. So I'm going to be Rotherham and Bolton. It's going to be very close. We beat them recently. I'm going to say Rotherham.
Yeah,
you got
everyone's
it.
Everyone's kind of like rooting for Rotherham. Why? I find.
Why?
You're right.
Plucky little Rotherham.
Well, they're just outside of Sheffield. They've got two big clubs down the road and all this.
Every time I hear about Rotherham, I go, they always go, and I hope they stay up.
Because most you probably think, oh yeah, League One. You're like, oh, they're Championship, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they stay up.
Yeah. That's when Yeovil win the Championship. People just hope
or Burton, something like that.
Yeah. Right, let's go to the top of the Championship then, and just show how kind of wrong. Two big ones. We did speak about Leeds for a long time during that prediction podcast, and
you had them quite low.
I had I had Norwich and Leeds in I think it was like 9th and 10th, and that's obviously wrong. The reason I had Leeds down there was because we were coming off the back of them losing Gary Monk and was it Higginbottom before that? They had a million managers and they had no stability to them, and they were bringing in a manager who'd only managed 60 games in his last 3 clubs.
Yeah.
So it was a guy who
he looked like he was going to explode, didn't it, when they brought him in? Because if he's done that several times, it looked like a disaster waiting to happen.
But probably the fixture that turned it around from day one for both the team that I had second, Stoke City, and Leeds, who are top of the pile at the moment.
It set the pace for both of us.
Was that first game of the season, Leeds versus Stoke?
We were shocking.
And you got
absolutely
fire,
destroyed.
Yeah.
We weren't. I certainly wasn't as confident as all the press was suggesting. So I didn't think that at all. But even I didn't think we'd be that poor. Leeds absolutely.
Because their squad's not that different. It's not totally different. There's a few.
They just work.
Yeah,
they
but
work.
you look. As Bielsa had that press conference, you find out what they did, like how much detail he goes into, and when he gets the players playing, I don't think anyone can stop them. Which is why I'm going to say they're going to win the championship. You think they're going to win it?
I think it's going to shake this spy thing a little bit. I think Norwich are going to come on the blind side because people are still forgetting about Norwich even now. I think they'll win the league now.
You think
no way? No way. They're going to be like United. Like they're going on a great run. You know, Daniel Farke's got the morale all going, but like honestly, they're gonna have one bad result.
Pookie? Where's he come from?
Oh yeah, who is Pookie? Honestly,
he's finished centre forward, isn't
he? He came from like the Finnish league, scored a few goals, or maybe the Norwegian league or something like that. And now he brought him in. And he's finished.
He absolutely bangs him in for Finland as well.
Oh, does he?
So yeah, my brother's missus is Finnish, so the Pookie is like their main player.
Like I don't know if you remember like
New Forsell.
Yeah, he scored the winner against Bolton. We went to Norwich a few weeks ago and we lost 3-2 and he scored a last minute goal. He just pops up like when he's always there. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Really annoying.
We need that. I was watching it for about 10 minutes and I was like, Naismith's looking a bit better.
Honestly, so true. Like that's a good comparison.
So yeah, I mean Norwich doing very well. You think they're going to win the league?
Norwich.
I don't know where you're getting that.
I think the top 6 as it stands now, that will be the top 6. Not in that order necessarily, but I think that's it.
I think West Brom are going to win it.
I agree.
I could see West Brom running it close. I completely see why you say that.
On paper, and look at some of these stats. You know, they've got someone up there in every aspect. Goals,
Galen
assists,
Rodriguez up front.
Passes. They keep clean sheets.
Yeah, their squad's insane. You disagree? You don't think? They beat us 7-1. I'm saying that they do well. But I just think as well when it gets to the scary months, which we're now approaching, that it's the players with that kind of experience, and I don't feel like I think they've freshened it up quite well with the manager, who is like a club legend, but kind of has that kind of positivity, and he's imposing, which I know it sounds ridiculous for me to say as an important factor in a manager, but I think sometimes you can be that kind of like father figure to the players and also behave.
Do you not think if there is a way to get relegated, well, they did it. They had such a positive end to the season in terms of they had an awful season. The past month and a half, back end of last season, they beat Tottenham. They were amazing. They went down a bit of a spring in the step. Well, come on, let's go again. Moore come in and he did a good job, and they've had it right since.
But I like some of the change. I like they've got proper men in there, and then they've got people like Dwight Gale. I think was a really smart.
He's class.
Such a good swap with Rondon. Like Rondon wouldn't have scored the same amount of goals. No. Rodriguez has no reason why he should be in this league.
He's really good.
I think he's really good.
Don't know why someone like Huddersfield's not looking at him.
Yeah,
they need
But I guess he probably thinks he can go back up.
Yeah.
But then even people like Brunt's playing centre midfield now. He can't do that in the Premier League. But in the Championship, where they're kind of dominating games a bit more, the only thing that hurts them a bit defensively, their record's pretty bad. But I just think
they've done right recently, haven't they?
I think they're doing well. They are doing well.
After watching him last night, I don't think West Brom have the chemistry that a team like Leeds or Norwich have. They don't. I don't know. There was so many times when they misplaced a pass. I don't know if you watched it on Sky.
No, I didn't.
But there was Kieran Gibbs looked so crap.
Really?
Mason Holgate just looked. Oh, he was alright. He did a job, but it was like you think like players like that would be a level above.
I just think the chemistry. You get tense. Teams get tense, and especially if they haven't done it before, they get really tense. And I just think West Brom will keep their head, and they've got goal scorers, and I think it'll tell in the end. I feel like there's a freedom to the way that the amount of running that Bielsa's teams do. There's a freedom to that when the pressure's not totally on. If that makes sense, because you're just going and you're hounding, but that can turn into feeling a bit chaotic. And I just wonder if they'll kind of fall away. But I think up to now, they've definitely been the best team in the Championship. Definitely been the best team in the Championship. No, Leeds.
What are you going to do? First, second, and then who's going to go up in the playoffs?
Yeah, do your automatics, and then we'll do our playoff places.
I honestly think Norwich are going to go back quite and do it. I think Leeds will get over the line, but West Brom will push them close. That's my automatics.
So 1-2. What's 1-2?
Norwich Leeds.
I'm going to go West Brom Leeds.
I'll agree with you.
I'm saying Leeds Norwich.
No West Brom.
West Brom in the playoffs.
No dice, says Theo.
West Brom in the playoffs, I reckon.
So then, playoffs. We felt at the start of the season that it looked pretty obvious who was going to be there. The only team that's not in there at the moment, from the teams I had, is Swansea. Actually, I've got Middlesbrough and Stoke City. Actually,
None of Forest aren't in there.
Oh yeah, there's actually none of them. Sorry.
I had Forest in there.
So you got Sheffield United who are still kind of in the hunt.
Didn't have them in there.
I just can't see it, Sheffield United. I just don't I don't get how. I know I'm being top line with like the names of the team, and Chris Wilder's obviously done such a good job.
Did so well
there.
though last year.
They did do very well last year, and they don't concede that many goals.
I don't know what you mean though. I'm almost waiting for a mini fizzle.
Yeah,
they did it last year to be fair.
Yeah.
They kind of dropped off a bit.
But they're clinging in there.
So you've got Sheffield United, then West Brom, then Middlesbrough, then Derby County in 6th. I have a little funny feeling
Derby will do it.
You think Derby will do it?
Possibly.
Cole at left back.
The whole Frank
Super
Lampard.
Frank.
No, I think Cole is just
mentally strong, don't
for
they?
the dressing room. I think
I
Ashley
agree.
Cole's a good
I think
move
it's
for the dressing
sensible.
room. Yeah.
Sensible one.
He'll play kind of a managerial sort of
Jody
role.
Morris.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because he's like best mates with Lampard. It makes sense.
Yeah, he's got the experience. Calm the players down on the pitch if he.
And I think when it comes to a playoff, I think Lampard can handle the pressure. I think having a player like Ashley Cole in the dressing room really help. I think Derby, if they're in it, because they're Bristol City are very close now. They're 2 points in it.
Casey Palmer.
But
I'm not having Bristol City.
Casey Palmer's class, and it was a really good deal.
Just signed Casey Palmer on loan, and he
scored his debut against us.
Yeah.
And I think if Derby are going to be in a playoff position come the end of the season, they'll do it.
We played Derby in the League Cup, and they were awesome.
Yeah,
we beat them 3-2, but they were class.
There is a freedom about Derby. I think Lampard has got a good aura about him, and that reflects onto his players.
Loves a big game.
If
they lost to Bolton.
Yeah, if they no,
do you know what I mean?
We drew with that in them.
We drew with them, but you were watching them. They're one of the few teams where. Why are we all beating them? When we played them, I was watching. I was thinking, if it clicks, we're in trouble here.
Yeah.
The movement was good.
Yeah.
I think really fluid.
Yeah, they've got.
Maybe the age of the team might be their undoing slightly. It's quite a young squad, isn't it?
Yeah. Is there anyone out of those three that you think might? Four that might drop out? Sheffield United, West Brom, Middlesbrough, Derby, other runners and riders currently. Bristol City, Hull City, Swansea City, Blackburn, Birmingham City, Nottingham Forest, Villa down in 13th.
Hull might sneak in.
Villa too far, aren't they?
Something's not right there, is it?
Hull might sneak in.
You think they might sneak in?
Hull.
I saw they played against us.
God.
I don't know why that annoys me so much.
Was that 5?
6-0.
I think.
I saw they played against us. They can attack, and they've got quality. I think Evandro is really good. And then they got Grosicki, Bowen, if they can hold on to Bowen for the rest of the season. And then who have they got top? They got, is it Dicko?
Yeah,
and they've got no, but they started with someone else as well. But honestly, that midfield, that attack could, if they get a bit of a momentum going.
Maybe. I mean, look, they've been on fire for a long time, so you never know. I think that will be it. I think Sheffield United will, when it gets to the playoffs, I think it's about, they're normally very, very tense games, and it's about one guy who's got a little bit extra who can kind of be the quality. And I think it will be, because I've got West Brom in the automatics, I think it might be Norwich or Borough. I'm going to go Borough.
Old Tony.
He's going to Pulis it. Love him.
With John Obi Mikel.
With John Obi Mikel,
yeah.
Holding
what
it.
creative spark.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to win the playoffs?
Derby.
West Brom.
I've said Derby, yeah.
You did the thing, yeah.
West Brom in the final.
No Stoke City then.
I mean, 8 points.
Jones, he's got them going, isn't he?
8 points isn't nuts because we're in January, but we've just left too much this season. It has been a washout. It really has been a washout.
Yeah, I think
too much today.
He needs to sell a lot of players. You've got a lot.
Our squad is huge.
It's massive, and it's too much quality.
I can't believe that. It blew my mind. It was like Affalay. I forgot about Affalay.
Affalay and Boyan chilling their reserves. Honestly.
Boyan's going to go New York Revolutions apparently.
Is he?
In New England, sorry.
She's going to run his contract down first.
Apparently they've offered him $50,000 a week.
Why is he
Rebels?
3 years. No, sorry, new. What do they call it? New England Revolutions. Is that the name?
Yeah.
The MLS.
Yeah.
MLS, isn't it?
It's all the same.
I don't know.
Okay, well, let us know in the comments below who is going to go down, who's going to win the championship, and who is going to win the playoffs. If you're watching this on YouTube, then there's a link in the description to the podcast. It's an actual podcast, like a proper one. So there's more at this. So if you want to go check that out, go and do that right
Audio
now.
boom.
And click like as well. Can we? What's a good marker for likes? You know. What should we smash? How many likes should we smash?
What's your average?
Around like 4. Yeah. Can we smash 1,000 likes?
That's double figures. Double figures easy.
And if Fogden sent you over here, or Theo sent you over here, then let us know in the comments as well.
Have loads of Bolton fans now.
There'll be loads of Bolton fans getting annoyed because we've all said
Anderson out in the comments.
And Leeds fans.
I went down below, Anderson out.
yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't be. Yeah, whatever.
That's fine.